Hey you, get out of the porta potty. Welcome to video 8 of your best year ever. So in Wednesday's video, I asked you to take your Myers-Briggs test. I asked you to study what are your natural gifts. I asked you to look at what are your natural weaknesses. I told you you can't be great at everything. Sorry, just the way it goes. You're meant to surround yourself with people who complement your weaknesses. But to recap where we're at right now, we want you to have your best year ever, but you have to become a highly engaged person. Highly engaged people, they always ask, what's the best way to do something? Highly engaged people are committed to continually learning. Highly engaged people have great personal clarity. They know who they are, they know what they're here for, they know what matters the most, they know what matters the least, they know how do you do it, and then they believe they're living out their mission. In the morning of our lives, we have an ambition to success. Cars, houses, clothes, money, because we think that's what's going to bring happiness to our lives. Hopefully in the evening of our lives, we realize that's one of the biggest lies in the whole wide world that the culture wants us to buy into. What we really crave, where most of the happiness is by having an ambition to meaning. How do you have an ambition to meaning? It ties into the fourth characteristic of being a highly engaged person. And that is that every day you believe you're living out your mission. So how do you come up with a mission statement? Okay, you can do it any way you want. And you can Google it, there's lots of information. But I know people do what they want to do because they believe it will create happiness in their lives. I know happiness mainly comes from a life of contribution. I know you've been given a bunch of natural gifts. I know for a fact most happiness comes from multiplying your natural gifts and not burying them in the desert. I mean, quite honestly, it's biblical, and whether or not you want to agree with the Bible, sorry, it's biblical and it is true. So I happen to be an ENFJ. I'm real close to being an INFJ, which just means I'm a little more introverted than extroverted. But I'm kind of like, I'm literally 51%, 49% extroverted versus introverted. Doesn't mean I can't shoot these videos though, because I believe in a mission. And I believe in a mission, so it allows me to come out of my shell. But when I studied my natural gifts, I said, John D., which one of your natural gifts most resonates with you? And there was this one of my natural gifts. It says you have the ability to leave a lasting impression on people you meet. And I said, wow, that really is who I am. So I took that statement and I shortened it up a little bit into my mission statement, which became leave everyone you meet better off. So every morning when I wake up, I got my alarm, my 3-alarm clock drill, be extraordinary, greatest version of self. I spend time with my wife, kids, etc. But then I go back to my office and it's time for mission time, baby. And I walk over to my office desk and I look at my eulogy. And I see my 10 words and I touch it. And I say, I'm going to be these things. And then I walk over to my client folders. I look at where everyone's at. And then I say, God, this is John D. My name really is John D, by the way. I say, I commit to you. I'm going to leave everyone I meet today better off. I go through all my client folders for the day, etc. I wrap up at the end of the night. I set my work priorities for the next day. I look at how I can leave all of those people better off. My 5 o'clock alarm goes off, says world-class husband, world-class dad. I do that, and then at the end of the night, I'm lying in my bed. I say, I left everyone I met better off. And I was a world-class dad and I was a world-class husband. And guess what that equates to, people? It means I won the day. We want you to have your best year ever. We want you to win the championship of your life. That involves winning each day. How do you win each day? By fulfilling your mission. So take your Myers-Briggs, take your gifts, pick one you love, write out a mission statement for it, live it out every day, watch your happiness unfold, watch your best year ever unfold. You'll be jacked up like I'm jacked up right now because I'm living out my mission with this channel, baby. Now, last thing here. You say, well, why would I want this crazy guy and his daughter to come to our business? Let me tell you why. Because I sit with business owners all the time that they spent like $50,000 to have somebody write out a mission statement for them who doesn't even work there, who sees the business from 30,000 feet, and they say, hey, John, we don't know why everyone doesn't seem to care about our mission, and they're leaving. And I say, number one reason people leave businesses, they don't feel connected to the mission. Why do they not feel connected to the mission? And I say, because you're an egomaniac. You don't even know what their missions are. So why do you think they would care about your mission if you don't know what their missions are? And I help the teams, Kaylee and I, write out their own missions with a lot of data leading in. And you watched, I had a business last year go from 90 million to 125 million doing this workshop, mission building. I had a mortgage company I work with. I don't have the numbers sitting right in front of me, but it was like 154 million to 230 million, 40% growth in the mortgage industry last year. Their growth was, it was like 66%, and it was because we went out and did this stuff there. Testimonials upon request. Write out your mission statement. Please hit like, subscribe, and share. We want to reach 1 million people this year. Don't keep it to yourself and share away. Hey, hey. See you next week.